no evidence that he understands how grave the situation is. I've said again and again that I don't believe he's in charge, because it's not possible, in my view, for a head of state, a commander-in-chief of the armed forces, to say he's presiding over a nation and things get to this level. Something is critically wrong in the leadership, within the leadership of this nation. And that is where we see.
Are you listening? There is nowhere on this earth you will have a commander-in-chief. School children are being abducted, people are being slaughtered every day, and the idiot keeps quiet and keeps speaking through Garba Shehu. If Garba Shehu wants to die, let him come out and say he's the leader of the Fulani Janjaweed cabal running the zoo called Nigeria, headquartered in Asarok. I don't know how else you want it. Buhari is not there. There is no way, even if he's a cockroach who is in charge of any nation in the world, no country can be going through what the zoo is going through. And the president will not speak. Nowhere on this earth, only in the zoo. Do you see why I call Nigerians animals? They don't reason. They never ever reason. Do you see it? Well, Shenka is telling you that you don't have anybody there. There is nobody in Asarok. Because it defies logic that you have a commander-in-chief of the armed forces, and this is going on, and the idiot decides to say nothing. Garba Shehu will come out and tell us, he's his style. Since when? This was a man that went to Yoruba land to go and warn them about the clashes between the so-called North and the West. When he wasn't the head of state. Some of you don't read. You don't know your history. Buhari went to the same year to go and warn them. When there was a clash in the past, when he wasn't even then the head of state. Talk less of now that people are dying everywhere, including his beloved Katsina, where his mother comes from. Who doesn't know that Buhari is not a Nigerian? That Buhari's father came with dog to sell and met the border from Daura and married her. Who doesn't know that? Only stupid, idiotic Nigerians. Fools everywhere. Idiots everywhere. That is why I insult you, because you don't reason. Once you're a Nigerian, you have no brain. You cannot reason very well. Shenka is telling you, you cannot have any head of state anywhere in the world. Now, anything I say, Garba Shehu, anything that Femi Adesina says, you should consider there is the president saying it in a time of crisis, in a time of war, more or less. Internal strife, threat to life and limb, and you're telling us that what you say we should regard as the president talking. And I'm sure, having said this now on Radio Biafra today, believe you me, before 7 days the idiot will speak, or before the month runs out. They will record, using deep fake video and artificial intelligence AI. They will put something together and play for you, not live. They won't allow journalists to ask him questions, which is, anyway, he's having fun. I don't know if he takes tramadol or a young man, very active, to have kept AISHA Buhari in Dubai, keeping her busy all this while in Dubai. He is no mean feat. The young man is having fun in Dubai. All of you are shouting one Nigeria in the zoo. A bunch of animals everywhere. We are live and we are direct, and we have to preach the truth here. You may not like it, but we have to preach it. Wole Soyinka, I don't believe Buhari is in charge, because it is not possible for a commander-in-chief of the armed forces to say he's presiding over a nation and things get to this level. Common sense, which we don't have in Africa. That was why the white man colonized us. That was why the white people came to Africa and divided us into pieces, because we do not reason. Oh, my goodness me. Very, very sad indeed. But I thank him for his candor. At least he's admitting now that the Fulani cattle clashed with his lettuce and cucumber. He is now speaking up until it affects you. And these are the intelligent class, so to speak. You will stay there and watch evil happen to other people and you say nothing until it affects you. Until your family is suffering, then now you speak. Typical black people. Typical black people. Until it affects you. When somebody's corpse, so another family is bereaved, it doesn't affect you until you suffer the same thing. What is wrong with you black people? What on earth is wrong with you people? What is wrong with your brain? Yoruba, you are there. The daughter of Pafashiranti was killed. Your forest taken over, and they are coming to preach to you. And you are one before, whereas they are in your forest. Tell Fulani, if you want to prove to us that we are one, vacate our forest. Nobody is living in the forest in the north. No southerner is living in the forest in the Janjaweed core north. Nowhere. Each time they bypass the debate, each time they bypass farmer-header clash. How can a farmer be in the south? You bring your cattle from the north, you say it's a clash. You come into my farm and you destroy my crops, you're calling it a clash. Oh, black people, black, God forbid. God forbid. You saw these so-called bandits, Fulani, kidnapping school children over and over again. They kidnap school children. Over and over again, they keep kidnapping school children. Why is it you don't ask yourself this question? Who are the people committing these crimes? The same people, the same Fulani every blessed day. Somebody said, we learned how to kidnap. Somebody said, we learned how to kidnap from the Niger Delta people. That's what they said, from Niger Delta militants. That was how they learned how to kidnap. That was what somebody, a Janjaweed, opened his mouth and said, a Janjaweed from the north. Now, let me ask you something. In the history of everything you may have written or heard about Niger Delta militancy, did you hear any day that they kidnapped school children? Did you hear ever before that anything, even during the worst times of insecurity in the south, that anywhere that school children were kidnapped? Is only in Janjaweed North, and they're bringing it down. Until you lose any of your children, until they kidnap your child, you will not be able to rise up and condemn what is evil. That is what makes you a black person. You are not black for no reason. You are black because of your wickedness. And I'm saying this without apologies to anybody. Because if we black people are not wicked, why must we wait until something affects us before we take action? Why? I'm very, very upset, honestly speaking. Very, very upset. I am not happy about what is going on in the damnable zoological republic. In the damnable zoological republic, they kidnapped school children at a place called Kagara. Bandits with RPG. Kadira Ahmed will not see it and comment on it. Never. Arewa United or whatever they call, the idiots call themselves, they can never see such and condemn it. You saw school children with so-called bandits. Have you heard of any condemnation from any Fulani governor? What concerns them are those they sent into your bushes to slaughter you and to take over your land. Is it making sense now to all of you? I believe it is. I believe it is. Abdul Salami Abubakar, Nigeria is moving. Why won't Zoo listen to him? He is the architect. You know, they have no shame. Maybe I should stop talking about them. They have no shame, these people. These are the people that drafted or copied the constitution in such a way or skewed it in such a way that Fulani gets everything. You and I know that Fulani cannot run a country. Let us be honest. Stop deceiving yourselves. Fulani cannot run a country. You know that very well. Only by moving cattle from place to place. You are aware of all this nonsense, yet this Janjaweed, they put together a constitution. Today he's complaining, Nigeria moving towards it. Why would it will disintegrate? Oh? It must. Oh. I don't know from my Yoruba brothers, if they like, let them go and join their Fulani once again. That is their business, I don't care. But it will disintegrate. The zoo must disintegrate. Because this time around, we owe no apologies to anybody. We're not begging UN. Before it's, UN, can you come and do a referendum? No, we are not begging you. Britain will convince you to side the Fulani. under the guise of one Nigeria to attack us. And then you see what God will do to mankind. You think that coronavirus is a joke. You will see how God will destroy all of you, one after the other. Come and join them once again. Because that is what Britain does. That's the only job that Britain does, to support evil. Have you, these people kidnapped, children, school children kidnapped by Fulani? Have you heard Britain condemn it? Did it on BBC News? BBC, are you telling me that a busload of children were kidnapped in Egypt? It will be everywhere. Everywhere. Ask yourself why. Is because once BBC reports it, the world will ask them, who are those doing this kidnapping anyway? They will say it's Fulani headsmen or Fulani terrorists. Britain doesn't want Fulani to get a bad name. That is why the kidnapping of children doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect them at all, which is very, very sad. Very, very sad indeed. Extremely sad indeed. These are the things that we must know and fight against. These are the things we must learn to fight against. If Yoruba allow themselves to be deceived by Fulani, that is their business. But as for us, we are not moving 1 inch from where we are. We want total disintegration of the zoo. Total disintegration of the damnable zoological republic. And what is happening in Imo is also happening in Abia. Ibazu went, they gave him governor. Don't worry, we'll rig you back in. And Abia local government taken over by killer headsmen, bandits, and criminals. And you want us to allow them there? These are lawbreakers. The House of Reps on Tuesday told Inspector General of Mohammed Adamu that criminals, killer headsmen, and bandits have taken over all roads leading to Isikuato and Umunnuchi, local government areas of Abia State. And some idiots are asking, there are people from Isikuato and Umunnuchi in America. They are here eating hamburger and getting fat on the sweat of other people. They are in America, they are doctors, they are well successful people in America. But the road that leads to their father's compound has been blocked by Fulani terrorists. But they are in America having fun. They are in America. When we talk about ESN, they have nothing to contribute. There is no help. And I'm asking them, without ESN, who is going to defend this water? Who is going to stop them at human note? Who will do it? I'm asking them. In America, they're in America here. There is Isikuato meeting in America. Do you know that? Isikuato meeting is here in America. The meeting is here in America. Their homes are being taken over by Fulani terrorists. They're in America. They're enjoying in America. Now you want Trump to fight for you? You want American politicians to fight for you? They will ask you, where are you from? You say Isikuato. What have you done? You're from Bende. What have you done to stop or to help those who are stopping them in your land? Nothing. And you're in America. You're doing Black Lives Matter in America. Whereas the lives of those at Umunnochi doesn't matter. The lives of Isikuato people doesn't matter. When they call for a protest, Black Lives Matters in America, you come out. But when Fulani take over your land and ESN is fighting to save you, to save your ancestral home, you do nothing. In other house, you are looking at them to die, to sweat, to defend your land, and you're in America enjoying. God will punish all of you. Check out Uno. I wish I can go to super committee in America. I will tell them what they never expected to hear in their lives. Because they're stupid. Very, very stupid. This set of idiots. Idiots. You are in America enjoying. Fulani bandits have taken over Isikuato. You are in America having fun. You are having fun in America. Useless set of people everywhere. You think you're smart. Look at a black man's brain. Look at how stupid you are. You are in America. You are from Bende. Fulani, they are everywhere in our land. And you are attending a party. I have to close this program, honestly. Our people are very, very annoying. Sometimes, I don't know why Chukwu Gabiama gave me this very mission. I'm telling you the truth. You people make me sick. You make me very, very sick. There is a way an Igbo man does his sense and you begin to wonder. You know, there's a way you do sense, it becomes counterproductive. Like on Hanese sense. You know Hanese sense. Look at where we are today. Have you, since they came out and spoke like a man. And they reminded him of when he came and knelt down to beg them to make him the president. Has he not gone to sleep? You see, the life of Sabo and compromise is not good. Tanko Yakasai responded to him. Only once. Or is it Junaid? No, Junaid Mohammed. That talkative Alamajri. Junaid Mohammed responded to Modo only once. Told Modo, I remember you coming to kneel before me to beg me to make you the president of Nigeria. And since that day, Modo hasn't spoken till today. These are the idiots you call your leaders. You know, Hanese. These are the wretched riffraffs you call intellectuals. Men without shame and honor. How did you hear something anyway? Can you say something about NNAMDI Kanu? You cannot. Can you say something about IPOB leadership? You cannot. When Fulani hear our names, they go into convulsion. That's how formidable we are. Look at Nyawodo. He was backing like a pussycat. They reminded him of when he came to beg, he ran away. Has he spoken since then? The answer is no. Let me close this program, please. I'm not taking any calls or answering any questions. People from Isukwato meeting in America, you should all be ashamed of yourselves. You shouldn't exist. All of you should not exist. Ben, the meeting in America should be shut down. You have no right to exist. I'll be back in America in the summer. And I would like to meet some of you face to face to tell you in your face how stupid you are. You're in America enjoying people without shame and honor. Let me close the program, please, because I'm too upset to continue. This is rubbish, pure rubbish. They'll take over your land. Let me see where you go. You run to go and tell the congressman. You cannot tell him or her. You cannot. You're eating hamburger and having party. And every month you send $100 back home to help the family, and you think you've arrived. Useless people everywhere and deeper. Let me close this program because I want the money. Please, good night, good afternoon, or good evening. Catch you for.